Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday, May the 31st, 2025. This is your man, Brotha Jaa, right here in the Eclectik show. And right now, you have VenomStayDrippin.
Hey, what's going on?
She joining me right now tonight this evening. We kicking it, we moving, we grooving, we doing our thing. You know what that is. You know how I am. You know how I babble. But we're here, you're enjoying yourself.
Absolutely.
Good. We're gonna talk we're not only just gonna talk rap, we're gonna talk deep roots, we're gonna talk lyrics, we're gonna talk, the future, we're gonna talk how you feel about this shit, man. Like we are here as a unit together. Okay, so my first question for you, going down, first of all, how you feeling? How was your day? Was it good? I know you had a performance last night.
I did, and I slept most of today.
Yeah.
Didn't get no chores done, didn't get no work done, but it's okay. I deserve to rest. It's all good. I worked myself into the ground, so it's cool. But yesterday was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a swingers event, and it was a lot of titties. A lot of titties, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I performed twice, one during the day and then one during the night. During the day, I thought I was going to pass out. It was a lot. But you know what? Hey, it was cool. It was an experience. I almost didn't stay to perform at night because I was like, nah, I'm not doing that again. But it was cool enough and I could finally, you know what I'm saying, relax. And it wasn't 800 degrees outside. So I was like, yeah, this is cool. I'm glad I stayed, though, because the nighttime performance was super dope. It was definitely dope. It was bad bitches everywhere. It was cool. It was definitely cool.
Ain't nothing like this. Ain't nothing but bad bitches everywhere. It's like nothing like it, and then where it's hotter than devil's ass outside. But
right.
Still, because they just
right
everywhere. Especially at swingers events. Like I've been to a couple. Don't judge. But the events I went to, like one in Texas. There was another one. I'm gonna say I went to. It's like, man, he's like, yeah. You see some things swing.
Definitely.
Like, damn. But yeah, like so far so good. That's great. You had a good performance.
Yeah.
I know it was a hell of an experience for you. Just
absolutely.
You're out there. It's like, shit. All my clean ones. Hey, hands up.
That's hilarious. Not all my clean ones. That's crazy.
If you got your papers, say, hey.
Oh my Lord.
Sometimes you gotta, hey.
You right.
You gotta ask questions. We're adults here. Look, it is important for you to be clean. Check yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I get tested every 2 weeks. But.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something smart to say, and I couldn't come up with nothing. That's crazy.
I can't help it. It's a reflex.
It's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
But it's great that you had a great performance, man. I love when artists get out there and do their thing, especially like when it's like circumstances to the point to where you're like, okay, let me adapt.
Right. Yep.
Like it's like, oh, my C cup, say what up, hey, So I feel it. Yeah. But man, I ask this question to every MC I always encounter, every MC I always talk to. Because this was one of the first questions when I was coming up. What was your first rap name? And do you remember your first bar?
I don't remember my first bars. Absolutely not. Okay. What was my first rap name? I've been through a couple. Shit.
Everybody go through.
I think my first one, and this could have not been my first one, but this is the one I remember. So before I was VenomStayDrippin, I was the Goddess. Okay. So I don't know where it came from. I have no idea why. But I have a Letterman jacket from high school. I was in band, and they, instead of getting a class ring, I got a Letterman jacket, and so I got on my little, accolades and shit.
Yeah.
But on the back, facts. But on the back of it, it says the Goddess on it, and so that lets you know like that was a high school thing. And then after I graduated, I was like, I don't want to go by that.
No, I feel
you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Don't get me wrong. But it's very basic. So I'm like, I switched it to VenomStayDrippin because for one, it's like super original. Nobody has that name.
Of course.
And for two, it's just more fitting for me. You know what I'm saying? I love Venom. Venom's like an anti-hero. And so that's kind of how I feel.
I love that.
Yeah. I love Venom, but that's why I changed my name. So, it's very cringy, but it's cool.
Hey, look, I was thinking, like, everybody has interpretations of everything when they hear it. Like, when I first heard VenomStayDrippin, I was like, okay, she spits venom. Dripping from the tongue, like, just dripping from the tongue, from the teeth,
Yeah.
That's how creativity can do it. Like, the song I just played you, it's a song from 1986. It's from Treacherous 3, Spoonie G, Kumo D, the Treacherous 3. Those guys literally were rapping for 12 minutes straight. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
And this is some of the foundations and the basis of hip hop music in general. And we were talking about how artists are just making music like their songs shorter and shorter now. It's starting. I feel like that's the TikTok era. Like, so many people's attention spans is just like that now, to where it's like, okay, I just need a commercial song. That's literally what it is commercial song.
Right. They just need like 6 seconds of remembering some like catchy lyrics that people can remember, and it makes a hit. You know what I mean? So
like, you need a chorus. Like, a lot of people is like, oh, bro, I need some like just a catchy chorus. Like, I'm not picking on you, baby girl. I love you. Girl, Glorilla. Like, let her cook. Hey,
right.
Like, that's actually a song. I give it that. That's actually a real ass dope ass song. Like, but it's like a lot of people like that. Never,
right.
That's all they need.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, my thing is, what happened to the creativity? Like, what happened to it? Like, it's still out there. Don't get me wrong. Like Rhapsody, Tierra Whack, love y'all.
Right.
Also, you got like some product, one of my faves. Like, you still got Crit out there, Flatbush Zombies. Like, there's creativity out there. It's just a lot of the mainstream pushing and everything else like that. Try to give it like I don't want to say it's propaganda. I don't want to say the P word now, but it's like it's kind of propagandist. Don't get me wrong, because it's like, why are we pushing that type of narrative out there? So my question for you is, like, not only just influences, because like we grew up in the era to where it was like, even in the early 2000s, like, even with snap rap, a lot of people would say like it started with snap rap, but I mean, snap rap was still, to me personally, it was still like good party music, because even in the 80s and 90s you had good party music. So like, with influences, like, how do you feel mostly about then and now, if you think about it, evolution, I should say?
Man, that's a hard question, because there's so many different types of music. So if you're talking about like music that's like on the radio, like that's like the front line that everybody knows, I feel like there's not a lot of substance in it, because I feel like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Like, for me, a lot of my music is like mental health awareness, and I really dig deep into things to help people kind of reflect on their life and help them heal. I feel like music that's on the radio now, like, it's happy and it feels great. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a good mood, party music, whatever. But there's no substance behind it. It's just like, it's promoting a lot of shit that is not healthy. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
And so I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just easier than having to dig within yourself and find stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't. I don't listen to a lot of new music. If I hear it come across my timeline or something and it's dope, cool, but I never listen to the radio. Ever. I don't think I can remember the last time I turned the fucking radio on.
I feel you, dog. It's like, it's nothing. It's like nothing against the. I understand what these new artists want to do. I'm like, they come in, like, times are. Some of you just want to make some money. Right. I feel that. But a lot of times, guys, I'm telling you now, you've seen it. Extortion, exploitation, shit. You see how Shiny Suit Man going right now. So a lot of that, and a lot of his artists historically, if you know, like, from the Locks to like even Biggie, Black Rob, like Craig Mack, like Flavor in Your Ear, bro. Like, so
that's one of the hardest beats in the whole world.
Like, niggas is mad I get more butt than ashtrays. I still cannot believe that.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's one of those things that it's like, you look at, and that's another thing with creativity. It's like lyricism, and I understand, like, everyone, I'm like, dude, it's not about being boring. It's not about, like, Redman's lyricism. He was talking shit. God, like, so it's like there's nothing. And your music, which I've listened to, it gets deeper.
Yeah.
And a lot of it like you do have the records where you want to dance a little bit, but it's like a lot of the times like you have records that make me go like, well, that shit.
Yeah, very self-reflecting.
Like
that's my coping mechanism. Like that's my therapy. You know what I mean? Music is different. Like it's the one thing that everybody can relate to, and they may not agree with like the genre to an extent, but if it's something you can feel. I've had old people like who don't fuck with rap at all, probably a little bit racist, you feel me, like hella don't fuck with that shit at all. Yeah, and so I've had people come up to me and be like, I don't even like this shit, I don't fuck with it at all, and they're like, but that touched me, and I'm like, good, hopefully it'll change your perspective on the whole thing now, you know what I'm saying?
That's all it's about.
So yeah, and so I just feel like music is the one thing that everybody can really agree on, and it's the one thing that everybody turns to for the same thing, you know what I'm saying, to escape or to heal or to feel something relatable, you know what I mean, to listen to people because they don't have a voice or they're too afraid to speak up, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. So
yeah, it's therapy.
Absolutely.
Like, so like a lot of people have outlets, a lot of people have outlets, a lot of people have things to worry about.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, guys, don't worry about it. That's the song I was talking about.
That was funny as hell.
But it's old school, you're like, hey, we you know how we get down.
It's old enough it won't get copyright strikes.
Exactly.
That's
but
hilarious.
But going back to what I was saying, like especially with lyricism coming in, and that's how it is about perspective. Like one of the main influences for me is like, of course, Pac. A lot of Pac had a lot of lyrics and words and songs that touch people to the point to where even to this day, like one of my mother's favorite songs in the world is "Keep Your Head Up."
Yeah, it was a great song.
Yeah, like so like and then. It's one of those songs that actually, I would say, like, quote unquote, predicted the future.
Right.
But it's more of it actually just kept up. And like, he knew what was coming.
Right.
But it was something that was already there, that wasn't there. Like, another thing people have to understand, like, most of our music, that was our social media back then. We did not, like, that's how we got the word on the street besides, the news, besides, we had media outlets and a lot of things. That's another question I want to pop up to you. Like with me, like how we talked about, media and like how you did with editing and how you like now a lot of that is at your fingertips. And a lot of the times, you don't have to pay $1 million to do a music video or even like just to make something shake. I know a guy that made an entire movie with iPhone 15s, bro. So it's like you can be creative nowadays. The crazy part about it is I feel like making it easier is like now that it's easier, it's like I feel like people got lazy.
They did, absolutely. They did. And they're putting people out of jobs, you know what I'm saying? Because I get doing it yourself. I know y'all get it too. Like this whole setup here, y'all built this from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? And I did too. Like I record myself, I do everything by myself. So I get doing it yourself. However, there are people that are more skilled than you and that can make it better for you. So it's like, why wouldn't you invest in that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
At all. But there's like people like videographers, like Nima T, my videographer, like I don't think anybody here is fucking with him when it comes to the camera, bro, like at all. And his prices are his prices, and people don't fuck with that. And I get that, but it's like, okay, but you get what you pay for, and your video ain't gonna be as good as that. So it's like, you got to do what you got to do. But I get the being lazy and the AI doing everything for you, auto generating different templates for you to use and stuff. And while it is easy, and while it does make life easier, it's not. There's no soul behind it. There's no intent behind it, and you can tell. Like my manager just gave me he put me on the Soundful, which is like a beat making thing. So like if you go on there and you see beats that have already been made, and then you can like make a similar beat to it, and it'll auto generate. Like AI will come in and like redo the thing. And I'm like, I did it for like 30 minutes trying to feel something. I'm like, there's no intention behind this, and I can't fuck with it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's soulless.
Yeah, there's nothing, no feeling. And you can definitely, like, I don't know if it's just an energy thing and, like, not everybody feels that. But me personally, it's like if somebody didn't put their foot in something, I don't really think I can vibe with it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Real. That's another thing with, like, science, like little science, frequencies,
Yeah.
vibrations, wavelengths.
Yeah.
All of that actually plays a part within not only the mind but within the ear.
Absolutely.
Because of different wavelengths, different frequencies, actually can control mood. Dopamines click in, so that's why I feel like you can tell when somebody uses AI or anything else like that. You can tell just by like it just sounds off. So and I understand doing it. Like we said, doing it yourself and everything. Because independent artists, like in hip hop especially. Some of the most successful, Master P, E40,
Tech
even
Nine.
Tech, Yo got Tech. That's another thing I want to dive into, like Tech. You worked with Tech.
So I haven't worked with him yet. However, I have been in the same room with him a few times.
Yeah. It's like Tech is Tech has always been a good guy. Like I only met him once, and man, like one of the best experiences ever. This is years ago.
Yeah.
That tells you how long Tech has been coming out here and doing his thing.
Right.
So he respects us. So with him, being in that circle, being like in the room with him, like some of the advice given, how do you feel about, looking at that as like, man, somebody give me a little push, like even if it's just words, just a little push, like with something like that, because I know a lot of artists that would take things for granted. A lot of artists that would just flat out give up just because nobody's noticing. And another thing is the social media thing kind of made it worse because it's like, if you ain't get likes,
that instant gratification.
Instant gratification kind of eradicated everything. So with that, how would it be tangible, in your face? How's that feel? Or so like how you like your thought process.
Right. So like just vibing with Tech and stuff. It's really difficult. So like Tech Nine has been my idol since I was like 14, 15, right? Okay, so he's the whole reason I started rapping. Him and Brother Lynch's baby mama Zigzag. I don't know if you fuck with her music, but she go crazy.
I was like, I've heard about Love Lynch.
No, you need to listen to. Okay, so do you know Low to the Brain?
Yeah.
First verse is Zigzag. The girl. Yeah. So
about that mother.
Yeah. So that's
about that mother.
When I heard her rap, bro, I was like, if she can do that shit, I can do that shit.
That's real.
I was like, this girl sounds so crazy because it's like this. I know we'll get back into the Tech thing. This kind of like segues into it, but. She wasn't rapping about coochie. She wasn't rapping about her ass. She wasn't rapping about fucking, you know what I'm saying? She was rapping about some gangster shit. And I've always been a tomboy. I've always been, a bigger girl. I've always been tall. So it's like I've always just kind of like didn't want to take that route. I got body parts early on in life, and so I was sexualized really early on in life.
Of course.
And so, I didn't want to pursue that type of persona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why when I heard her and like Missy Elliott as well, she had her little freaky songs, but she was still kind of a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yep. And she could sing. So, but so that's what made me start rapping. Like I listened to their whole catalog. I listened to Tech's whole catalog, Zag's whole catalog, and I was like, man, this shit is crazy. I could really do this. And because I've always written poetry, I've always been a singer, but I was too scared to sing in front of people whenever I first started. So I was like, let me rap because then maybe that'll help me build my confidence. Yeah. And it did. But anyway, so coming full circle, however many years later, the first time I met Tech was in 2021. I went to Strangeland to record with King ISO. He's an artist on Strange Music, and so I got to record with him, and Tech came in there, listened to the song, and he was jumping around, and I was like, it was so surreal for me. It was insane. I was like, yeah, like my idol is fucking with my music. That's so crazy. Like I cried when I got in the car for real.
No, that's real. But that's how I feel like Wu-Tang Clan is just like.
Yeah, and I had all my homies around me, all the homies that put me on, like King ISO, Table of the Truth, C-Mob, King Cash, Snake Lucci was there, my homie Chris, Inner Demon was there, and it was just dope. And my cousin Megan, hey, hell yeah, so like just having everybody there that believed in me, it was like a huge deal for me because I'm like, damn, I really made my dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really making this shit happen. And so whenever I got to meet Tech again, like a month ago, he came out here. He had a show at the Diamond Ballroom, and I hit him up. I was like, man, let me just hit him up because he's been promising me a feature since like 2021. You feel me? And so So I hit him up. He didn't respond. And then I get home. It's like 1 in the morning, and he hits me back, and he's like, "Damn." He was like, "I didn't see your message." He was like, "Fuck that shit. Here's my number." So I I texted his number, and then he calls me, and I'm like, "Fuck." So I answer the phone, and he was like, "I'm gonna be here tomorrow." He's like, "You got plans?" And I'm like, "No." And he was like, "Well, let's go see a movie and get some dinner, and we'll talk." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we did that, and we sat down for like 2 hours in the hotel lobby of his hotel, and we just talked about life, and he gave me advice about a lot of stuff. Like, he was just telling me that I'm an elite artist. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "I don't fuck with people who aren't elite artists." He was like, "I definitely want to work with you." He was like, "I wanted you on my last album, but I didn't really know where to put you on it." He was like, "But I'm definitely gonna get you on the next one." And I'm like, "Bet." So it was just, there's a lot of gems that he dropped. I mean, he asked me a lot about my life too. Like, he really wanted to get to know me. So I talked a lot of the time, but it was really dope just to really get to have an intimate conversation with him, and like just see that he is like one of the most humble people, and he's just kind, and he has no ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still thinks that he has a lot to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you've been doing this shit for 150 years. What are you talking about, bro?
I remember
what you got to work on, but he definitely thinks that. He's very humble.
I mean, that's what makes great artists, because it's like most great artists are never satisfied.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
always hungry. Yeah.
Always going. Like, so it's like, who Missy's like that. Pharrell's like that. Like, never satisfied. So it's like, because I remember, this is the thing, and this I'll tell you how my life is. I remember the anthem.
Oh, that's my shit.
With King Tech, King Sway, King Tech and Sway.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that was the first time I heard Tech, and that was '99.
Yeah. When I woke up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit.
When I was summoned,
Yeah, you went crazy.
Just like the Drummonds.
Yeah.
It's Big Tech from the Midwest. That was
Hell
my shit.
Yeah. That's that Nut House version of Tech. That's what he was still. Yeah, that's why.
Like, that was my shit.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Eminem too.
Oh yeah, he killed that shit. What did he say? "You can't see me like nature's eyebrow" or some shit. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? That may not even be the right song, but
this place is my house. I might erase my face with white out.
Oh, that's the verse. Yeah.
Erase his eyebrow. I was
yeah.
God.
I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? But it go hard. Like, for sure.
It's like, and I'll murder you ass murder, get a flipping vertical nose first with a top off, let it upside down. Like, how do you do this?
Yeah, no, that's insane.
It's just like,
no, you crazy. Because on the way home, I'm going to listen to it again.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to it so many times, but it's been a while since I heard it. And it's going to blow my mind again. Because every time I hear it, I hear something new. Like, that's a fucking bar, bro.
When he said that, like, it's just, I'll murder you like a convertible, flipping vertical nose first with the top off, landing upside down. I'm like, what the hell?
Drugs make you say some crazy shit.
Like, so, like, everybody on that shit, like, killed it. Like, from, RZA, Tech, Pharoah Monch. Pharoah Monch is one of my influences.
Really?
Yeah. So Monch, KRS-One, Chino XL, RP Chino XL, man.
Right, yeah.
Used to actually babysit my girlfriend. Like, hey,
That's crazy.
But see the pictures, all that shit. That was wild. I was like, it's Chino XL.
Right.
But like, everybody, and that's another thing, like, that's missing from hip hop, I feel like. When the last time you really heard a posse cut like that?
A long time. It's been a long time.
Like a real deal, real posse cut like that.
Nah, it's been a long time. I can't name one.
Here's an even better question.
What's up?
It's like, do you think there's artists out there nowadays that can even do that?
It depends.
The last time it happened? Remember Trade the Truth?
Oh yeah.
The I'm on to
like that. I got one deep tattoo on my hand.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that's a zero thing, but same shit, whatever.
Like that literally, like that I'm on, like that was literally the last time I really remember, like, and that was what, 2014, 15. Damn. That was 10 years ago. So it's like, a lot of it, if you look at it now, a lot of it I feel like is shrinking, is condensing, and that's why what I want to do. That's what I want to do with this. That's why I'm with Tashay. Yeah, and that's why we're together to get this back to the real.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I have, like, artists like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, like I love your style. I
Thank
love
you.
how it goes. Like you have such a poise to you that you actually touch people with your word. You know, like that's how you're supposed to do it. And I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good ass.
Thank you.
And that's why I try to, you know, I throw history out there. People like I try to, and I'm not trying to be like that old head. Like it's terrible. I sound like that old head. Like you know, it's like, boy, what? You know, Public Enemy 1989. What happened?
Hey, you know what's funny? My mom be doing me like that.
Like,
she'll turn on a song and be like, "Who's this? What year to come out?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" She's like, "I'm just gonna test you." I'm like, "Bro, what?" But that's why I got such good taste in music is my mom.
And that's real. So. Like, and I was just about to ask you the influence in music, and you like you said, your mother was one of them. Like any other like artist or like any other family, friends, something like that played playlists or anything around you, that was like. Yeah.
My big brother, definitely. My brother's 10 years older than me, so I was listening to Pac and Biggie when I was like 7.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but I was rapping that shit. I found the Marshall Mathers LP in my brother's collection when I was like 8, maybe. And I put it in my CD player. Didn't let nobody know I was listening to it because I knew I wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is he talking about? Killing people? That's crazy. And then just on repeat. You feel me? Yeah.
You know what kills me? That was my dad. One of my dad's favorite albums. My dad loved him. Because my dad had a real shit childhood, and him listening to M's music actually related to him, especially "Clean Out My Closet."
Oh, that's one of the hardest songs ever. Yeah.
Like that verse where, so put yourself in my position, just try to envision wishing your mama popping prescription pills in the kitchen, bitching this summer. That he heard that, and so I remember looking at his face where he's like,
yeah, no, I get it. I've lost family members to overdoses. My aunt, like, she overdosed in 2009. And my cousin overdosed in 2014 or 2013. I don't remember. I blacked out whenever that happened, but it's okay. But I know all too well what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of my music, like in Drowning, I don't know if y'all listen to Drowning, but
that was one main ones that we was talking about that.
Yeah, that song is about loving somebody who struggles with addiction. And a lot of people talk about struggling with addiction, but you don't hear people talking about how it feels to love somebody who struggles with addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still like, even though the person with the problem, ultimately that's the biggest problem, but it still affects us. You know what I mean? We still gotta, have boundaries. We can't enable you, and it's like all we want to do is save you, but we can't. You gotta save yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get it. But my mom, she is my main influence when it comes to like the type of music I grew up listening to. Like my first real concert was Al Green, Buddy Guy, and BB King. You feel me? That's a hell of a concert to be your first concert. And so,
like two-step.
Hell yeah.
Like, do you mean two-stepping in the club? Like,
right.
With Hennessy right here in his hand. Like,
right. Yeah. And I mean, it went from anything from that to like Fleetwood Mac, Bob Seger, like, you know what I'm saying? Elton John. Yeah.
Don't let the sun.
Right. Yes.
Go down on me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And my dad, he plays guitar, but I'm the first person in my family to actually pursue music.
Okay. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. There's no other artists in my family that I know of.
Okay. So. Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what's up. Like, I love that. You got to get a broader perspective about, artists and genre and Bush. Yeah. So a lot of people, like I said, nowadays, and I've talked to my niece about it, and I've tried to be a bigger influence for her. Like, she's 16. So and the crazy part about it is when she was about 5 years old, 6 years old, because music I listen to, my brother listened to, and my mother. Mm-hmm. I asked her what her favorite song was. She literally pulled up Outkast's B.O.B.
Shit!
And Uncle, this is my favorite group, and I just fell out.
Hell yeah!
Like,
I bought the fucking speaker box in Love Below. I wasn't even, and I don't even know, like, my mom didn't know nothing about, well, she did know something about Outkast, because don't get me wrong, my mom loves Miss Jackson, that's one of her favorite songs. What is the line in that? You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. She references that all the time, and it's so funny. But, she normally would be like, "What is this? What are you trying to buy?" But whenever that came out, she's like, "Oh yeah, I want to listen to that too." And she put it on her iPod and everything. And I'm just like, "Yeah, my mom knows what she's talking about."
It's real. See?
Yeah.
Like with me with Outkast, it was like I remember listening to those guys when Cadillac like Silly Playlist Cadillac
That's
music
my
came
shit
out.
too.
So it was like my cousin and I, we're 6 months apart. We thought we were Dre and Big Boy.
Oh yeah.
I was Dre.
Right, but, absolutely.
That's the crazy part about it because he was, like, pimp, play shit. And I was always just the artistic.
You were like laying in a bed of roses.
Yeah, like me, I was always pretty damn. I was always the artist, alien kid like that. Like used to just be me. Right. And didn't give a damn about it. He was just that was him. So we were Big Boy and Dre. Big Boy and Dre. Yeah. Period. So I get that, especially like Spotty Yachty Dope Delicious. Fucking the Criminal itself. Yeah. It's like shout out to Outkast too, man. Like y'all just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. Love it.
This should have happened a long time ago.
A long time ago, bro. Like so. Another thing, bring VH1. I hope you look at this. Viacom, whatever. Bring back hip hop honors. The real look. Bring back hip hop honors because one, Outkast deserve one. I understand they did Dirty South, but no, they need to do a whole one on Organized Noise. They need to do one on Dungeon Family. They're like R.I.P. Rico Wade. So a lot of that I love to just so what is some of the besides, and I understand we do rap, besides rap, besides, like you were saying Fleetwood Mac, and Elton, what other genres are you pick from to because a lot of guys like Nelly does a lot of harmonies and a lot of things that experiment with music. How do you feel about experimentation? Like a little kind of stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but not so much to where it's you just you go from Queen Latifah to Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah. No, I would love to. Listen, when I tell you my catalog is insane. Yeah. I love Amy Lee from Evanescence is one of my favorite singers, and I feel like my voice is strong because her voice is strong, and I grew up singing her stuff. And so Amy Lee from Evanescence, that band as a whole, I love them. Paramore. Going under the other day. Oh yeah, Paramore's my shit. Haley. Who else? I love Korn. I love System of a Down. Deftones is probably my favorite band. I fuck with Deftones. It's just I love any sexy vampire type music because Queen of the Damned is my favorite movie. And so I'll always love Deftones. But I painted a picture of her as Akasha, and it's in my studio. But anyways, I love all types of music. I love blues. I love Shania Twain. I don't really fuck with country, but put some Shania Twain on, I'm gonna sing the shit out of that. You hear me? I love that shit. I love Ariana Grande. I mean, I love pop music. I love everything. Doja Cat. You feel me? I'll listen to anything. Yeah,
I like to ask that question because it's a lot of broader, style. Because a lot of people,
right?
Nicki. All right, I get it. You a bomb. I get it, bro.
Man, I feel like I always hate on Nicki, and I don't mean to, but out of all the artists, female artists, she's dope. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna discredit her, but it's not my first pick. If she come on, if it's a song I like from her, I'm gonna listen to it. But I'm not just gonna stop and be like, oh my god, it's Nicki, I gotta listen to it. No.
And look, I'm gonna say this because I got balls. Look, Barbs, I understand how y'all feel, bro. And I understand that y'all do, that's y'all girl and stuff like that. But it's like this. Everybody can have a different opinion. You know that, right? If the Beehive can understand this, if the Rihanna Navy can understand this, if them crazy ass Jehovah's can understand this, why can't? Come on, man. Come on. Lil Wayne fans ain't even that right.
But when is the last time she dropped something? Has she dropped anything in a while?
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything from her. Now, if she come back with one of the best albums of all time, my whole perspective may change. But I haven't been super impressed in a long time. No Frauds was probably the last song I really heard from her that I really liked and that I know of. You feel me?
You want to know the last time I was a fan of Nicki? Itty Bitty Piggy.
I wasn't even a fan then, though. That shit was irritating to me.
I was on the plane with Dwayne.
No. I heard it once and was like, this is dope. But then he ran it back and it sounded like my sleep paralysis demon. Like, I don't want to hear that no more. Like, it's just
we don't get canceled, dog.
No, it's just it's the way she
like I
did
said,
it.
free speech.
I can't do the irritating shit.
No, I feel
and
that.
I know she's animated, and I'm not hating because it is dope for what it is. It's not my cup of tea.
No, I feel that.
That.
Oh, okay. That
song. Not. I don't want to say it all together. I love Nicki, but not that song.
Because I was about to say, do you like Busta?
Yeah. But his voice isn't irritating.
Yeah.
He's a man. His voice isn't
annoying.
And
Busta is the originator of that shit.
True.
Busta was the first one to say Dungeon Dragon. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Row like a Dungeon Dragon was a Busta verse. And mind you, he was 17 when he spit that verse.
Right. That's crazy.
Watch as I come out from the Duke on the line. Heal up, back home, rewind. Powerful impact, boom from the cat. Like, don't get me started. But it's just, I didn't understand. Like, and that's another thing. Like, Stanism. Because I'm gonna go. I go there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Stanism, which started with M. Like, people don't understand. Like, I'm like, the word "stan" came from it. Like, you have to like understand that. So. Because and this is me being disappointed because look, my dude I grew up with, and I said saved my damn life was Kanye West.
I love Kanye,
and it kills me of what he's doing right now. And I understand, and what kills me about it is, my thing is I'm more disappointed because I'm like, dude, I know it. I'm like, and I'm not trying to start conspiracies and nothing like that, but it's just, I feel like I just want to like get out and just slap the shit out of him. Yeah. And knock it out of like just wow, what is wrong with you? Wow, just keep slapping the shit out until it's out of him. Like the episode of Boondocks where Uncle Ruckus was slapping people in the name of white Jesus. I want to come on, bro. Like, it hurts me because it's like, come on, bro. College Dropout. I remember listening to College Dropout when I was 13 years old, and that album said some shit happened to me that week. Some drama shit happened to me that week, and that album saved my ass. That's why I was. It just hurts me to see it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of his issue is he needs a team that's gonna help him stay on his medication. He got mental health problems, and that's the only reason I give him a pass. Because I'm like, nah, bro, your meds need to be balanced. Because I love you, like, you know what I'm saying. He might be crazy outside of that, but I think he just needs the right team around him, and he needs guidance. You feel me? Yep. He just tripping. Take his phone away. Please, take him on a vacation and take his phone away.
I ain't letting that nigga pass. I am one to hold you accountable, motherfucker. This is the thing. I'm holding you accountable because it's like this. I'm holding you accountable because I love you.
That's true.
When people love you, they hold you accountable, bro. That's the thing. Like, so all that bullshit, like, I'm still holding you. I understand, mental. I'm still holding you accountable. You gotta keep it. Yeah. So, another thing with that, like I'm saying, back to the question, it's like Stanism. How do you and I understand like opinion on Stanism, and like I get it, but it's like damn,
Yeah, you can't make somebody you can't make them your whole personality. You can't make them. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've had people I've dealt with some crazy people, and I'm not even famous yet. Like. That's off-camera conversation. I've dealt with some crazy people, but
me too.
Right? You feel me? Facebook is a hell of a fucking platform. But anyways,
I need to stop sharing my private snap. People see that shit.
Oh yeah,
follow that nigga. Yeah, get him.
But whose fault is that for putting that shit on there? Anyways,
I need my money.
I'm dead. But so I mean, I think it's weird when people get that obsessed. But people are lonely. People don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? And so in their head, they start thinking about they start thinking of us like their family or their friends or like their companion because like they listen to our music and they live by every word. You know what I'm saying? Like King ISO, he has so many songs about mental health and it's just really crazy to me because like there's some people who write songs about like killing people and doing shit like that, but then you have people who like ISO who have overcome that, tried to kill themselves and didn't succeed and took it as like, damn, okay, I didn't succeed for a reason. You know what I mean? And then change your whole life around and help other people choose to stay another day. You know what I'm saying? And so even then, you know what I'm saying, there's the crazy ones out there that like we can't really be mad at because they're just trying to find their way.
Yeah, you know?
But when your message is positive, it's a lot better than when your message is negative. I feel like it's not as weird. You know, I know a lot of women, a lot of female artists who put themselves out there like that, which is nothing wrong. If you're confident in yourself and you want to do that, go for it. Like, I love bad bitches. I love women. I love looking at women.
Yeah.
I will always be a girl's girl. You can't, you know what I'm saying? As
Shout
long
out
as you're facts. As long as you're not being mean, I'm not gonna be like, I will always protect you. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just I don't know why people get that obsessed and why they do that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I feel that. You know, it's a thing where that's why I say social media kind of like amplified a lot of it because you know statism it's not new. You know, you had the girls screaming like even back in the 60s, 50s, you had pinups, you had posters, you had the girls screaming for that. You know, you had Ed Sullivan show and shit. You know, like gyrating and you know all that. And,
right.
You know, so it ain't new. It's just amplified now because it's right in your hand.
Right.
Now, that's why I said a lot of the time, like, do you think, which it is, I'm like, do you think, like, do you think the internet was more a crutch or more of a, you know, it's a benefit? Because it can be a benefit, but it's like, I'm trying to word it in a way to where it's like, yeah, it's like, do you find the benefit in, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand the benefit of it. It's a privilege, I feel like, because I feel like if all this shit was gone tomorrow, like, we gotta learn how to live, bro. People, like, when you doom scrolling, I do it too. Like, I'm not even looking at what I'm scrolling. I'm just doing it because it's a comfort thing.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Like, and then when I find myself doing that, I'm gonna go outside and touch some grass. Exactly. It's time to get off the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, it's beneficial. It helps get things across, you know, way quicker than, you know, back in the day when you would have to like take a CD or, you know, record a tape and give it to your friend so they can record it, and then, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But at the same time, though, I feel like a lot of artists have lost the respect for the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, whenever I first started and I was in high school, I dropped my first mixtape when I was in 10th grade. Yeah. And so I would clean my grandma's house every weekend for $25, and I would save that shit up for studio time. I would save all my lunch money. I would get like $3 or $4 a day from my mom, and I would save it. I wouldn't eat lunch in school, and I'm going to the studio for a couple hours. You feel me? And I dropped my first mixtape in 10th grade. I bought a pack of CDs every weekend, and I was just throwing that shit at everybody. And I guarantee you, like, I have people who hit me up still, like, I still got this mixtape. I'm like, bro, throw it in the trash.
I had homies that do that. Like, I still got homies mixtapes from high school, man. Like, some of them mixtapes I was on.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel that. Like, I'm like, the grind ain't appreciated no more. Like, which I understand. Which I understand, you know, evolution, evolve, make stuff better, make stuff easier. Of course, convenient. Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the difference between convenience and it being easy. You know, like, because like when it's easy, it's like, oh, it's so easy, I don't have to do it or think about it. Or then, you know. Yeah. When it's convenient, it's like, oh, it's there. I want to like, I'm gonna make it easier because it's convenient. Yeah. You know, so a lot of guys like the whole like streaming, like streaming academy, like no offense to streamers or anything else like that, because technically this is what the hell we doing right now. But, you know, so it's like a lot of the time, you know, a lot of those guys just go and just how the whole like, is this harder than a 9 to 5 question, you know? And I'm like, dude, you have to understand there's people out here that are like literally struggling to pay rent. Yeah. I don't think they want to hear you like talking about like bro, I'm at the 9 to 5. I can't stream like this and shit like that. Right. You know, so I'm not like. Do you feel like that the internet, especially with this generation coming up, do you feel like they're starting to become a little bit more out of touch? Yeah, absolutely. With humanity, you know, because it's starting to become digital. Yeah. You know, it's starting to become, you know, like one good movie like that I suggest to everybody, watch Idiocracy. and you'll
noted.
Watch Idiocracy and you will understand. Trust me. No, like for real. Like look that movie up. And Idiocracy came out in 2006. For Christ's sake, they literally told a few. It is. I'm telling you now. Like, have you seen?
No, I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, trust me. You're like, it's gonna blow your mind. But to the ones that have seen Idiocracy, you already know. You watch CNN, you watching Idiocracy.
I don't watch the news. I don't like when I watch TV. It's something that came on a long time ago, like The Office. Like it's like lighthearted stuff.
Yeah,
I like Snowfall and shit like that,
yeah,
deeper stuff. But it's like I try not to watch TV a lot. I definitely don't watch the news.
I mean, yeah.
I can't. I know you need to be informed, but it's like, bro,
I can't.
That. You said what?
I got Twitter for that. And even the thing about this, even Twitter is turned to that, like turned to the Fox News.
Right.
But that was just recent because before Twitter got Elonized, it literally was our news outlet. It was everybody's outlet. Twitter was a harmony. Twitter was a paradise.
See, that's funny. I never really got into Twitter at
Twitter
all.
Was paradise. And what killed me about it is Twitter, like, you could literally, like, which you still can, but still, like, you could literally be like, it wasn't so many bots.
Yeah.
And just random assholes on the internet.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those guys being random assholes to you on the internet is 1, 14, LA 2, 65 in their mama's basement. Or recently, when we found out from the wrestling community, a 42-year-old Iranian guy.
Damn.
At a liquor store, talking stuff, talking shit, and saying the N-word.
Oh no!
So that's like, so we know, we see you behind them anime, behind them anime profile pics. We see you behind them wrestling profile pics. Pretending to be black women and black people. We see you.
That's insane.
Like internet, dangerous pool, man. It's a dangerous place, but it's like it's something we got to navigate. But I was like, we coming up to almost 10 minutes into the show, or 10 minutes left within the show.
Yeah.
And usually at the end of the show, I like to give us like random ass, like real ass, good ass questions.
Let's go.
Like questions to the point to where it's like, these are life and death ones that you gotta feel. And these are ones that like, people will be like, all right, man, this trusting questions, like, can I trust this person with my kids?
Okay.
All right. Hot dogs and hamburgers. I'm like, hot dogs and hamburgers.
Hamburgers. I don't eat hot dogs.
Good.
I don't fuck with pork.
I already trust you. Good.
Yeah.
Doritos, Cheetos.
That's difficult. That's crazy. What kind of Doritos though?
All right, we're going basic. We're going just nacho cheese and
That's crazy. I love Cheetos, but I don't know. I love them both equally.
Okay, we do.
But no. We'll do Doritos because they're more versatile.
Good.
Because you can make nachos with that shit.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah. I was like, hey, don't.
I'm thinking long term. Like if it's the last chip I can have, like then I'm gonna go Doritos because then I can make nachos and shit. So that's cool.
When I wake up in the morning, I do blank.
Brush my teeth. I'm anal about brushing my teeth. My teeth cost me $5,000. I had braces. Well, but they didn't cost me. They cost my dad. Shout out my dad. But my teeth and my mouth being cleaned is I can't function until I brush my teeth.
I love it. Well, yes, because like please do, because there's a lot of adults out there.
Oh no, I know, and they be making me so sad because it's like some people are so attractive, and you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then you smell it, and I'm like, nah, bro.
It be killing me too because I'm like this. Why you got a face of Halle Berry, but you smell like Billy Bob Thornton? Like,
I'm fucking dead.
Like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right, look. It's summertime. I'm looking at it's 80 degrees outside. And I know a lot of y'all smell like burnt Funyuns. So, I need you to do this.
Give it an extra swipe in the summertime.
And keep the aluminum in it.
Facts.
Listen, hold on. You know what? Look at this. I'm going to put my laptop down for this. because I'm tired of this shit.
About to do a tutorial.
I'm gonna start doing drive-by washings on you motherfuckers. Okay,
I'm dead.
We don't do it like Menace to Society style. Like, you remember how them niggas like shot up Kane and shit? Like, I'm gonna come in full glizzy, like just grizzly mask and just
glizzy mask. Hold on, pause. I'm sorry.
No, whatever the fuck. I don't give a damn. You know what? Ski mask. The ski mask way, like a real nigga. They're like the ski mask way, like a real nigga. It just have super soakers, fill them with water and soap, and just scrub a lot of you. Cause I don't get it. Why am I at work and y'all just can't? We got showers in the locker room, bro. Please use them. Why are?
It's important. Hygiene is important. It is. I get
y'all
it.
Too grown for this, man. I don't want to hear that Lumi shit either. That Lumi shit, like, that is an excuse to not wash your ass. What do you mean full body deodorant? Why you're like, oh, it goes on my feet and my legs.
Nah, fuck that. Because when a motherfucker skips a shower and uses baby wipes, now you just smell like ass and baby wipes. It don't go away. It don't. It does not go. Now you just smell like funk and fresh at the same time. Now you funky fresh. It's
like
crazy.
You smell like a dude wipe and Gerber. Like, no.
Dude wipe is crazy. But yeah, not real shit.
Like, please. I'm sorry we went on a whole rant.
It's important.
It's important because it's too many. But yeah, just.
Look at that.
But yeah, more questions actually going back. Okay. Do you cut your sandwiches diagonal or no?
I don't cut them. No, I do cut them if they're big sandwiches. Okay. But generally, if it's like a regular sandwich at the house, I don't cut it. But I would definitely cut it into a triangle. I got OCD.
Whew, shit. I was about to have a heart attack. I was about to say, all right, you a serial killer.
No.
You eat the sandwich just No,
but if it's just a regular sandwich, I'm just gonna eat it a bite at a time.
Yeah, that's real. But I mean, like, if I'm gonna slice it in half, just like straight down the middle, I feel like I'm like, bro, that's real Hannibal Lecter shit. Like, yeah, like you eat liver with fiber beans and Chianti. Like no, that's not right. Nah. Like, no.
It's got to be triangle. You get more bites.
Yeah, like you get way more bites with a triangle, especially when it's grilled. You know, like, especially in grilled cheese, like that's some shit. Okay, right. This is another real important one. And I ask this a lot too because it's like, all right, dude, like, I need you to understand, like, this is a loyalty thing at that too. Where's the best ice cream in the state?
The best ice cream in the state? Like company or flavor?
Company.
Damn, y'all both. So I don't eat ice cream that much. I fuck with Brahms though. Like,
okay.
I get Brahms.
I almost had a heart. Good.
I fuck with Brahms, but
Brahms is best. Brahms is really shit. I don't give a damn if you shake your hand. Brahms is best. I got bros from New York talking about sending me some
what
shit.
Is it?
Anything but Brahms.
Oh, damn. She got a personal vendetta against Brahms.
Hey, I got bros from New York talking about send me some Brahms, dog. I'm like, hey. Wow. I'm like, dry ice that shit. But
oh, yeah, that's true.
I was like, we can do a lot of that, but I just think, man, hey, I'm upset with you.
She said anything but Brahms.
Anything but Brahms. Girl. Man, you sound like them In-N-Out people. Just like them dry ass fries.
In-N-Out is so disappointing.
In-N-Out is the most overrated shit in the world. I'm looking straight at California is what I say it too. Terrible. Just terrible. I love Sonic. I don't even like Sonic like that. I'm like, I don't even like Sonic like that. But I'd rather eat Sonic than some damn animal fries that you literally just took Big Mac sauce and just smothered. Like, what? You and Cane's piss me off.
Hey, I kind of fuck with Cane's.
Dry ass chicken.
It ain't that dry.
That dry. That dry. Cane's is dry as shit.
Nah, it ain't that bad. Okay.
If I gotta put water on my damn chicken.
All right, look. Do you fuck with churches though?
Hell no.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say, if you a Church's Chicken person, you crazy.
No, Church's ain't.
You're about to fall over.
Because Church's ain't chicken no more, man.
Yeah, I can't do Church.
The chicken different. I'm telling. My dad and I had this conversation a couple weeks ago. We looked at each other, and literally said, "The chicken different, dog. There's something wrong." I felt like it's undercover brother. You know, like when like it's the chicken. It's Church's. There's something in it because it don't taste right.
Yeah.
It just don't. I can't. The sides still hit.
I feel like if they fried it a little bit longer, maybe it would taste better. But I don't know. It just seemed undercooked to me.
Because the batter, why the batter white?
It's not golden at all. It's like my color.
Like Golden Chick came in and took it though. Like, cause Golden Chick is real. Like I give Golden Chick like, hey, y'all rolls and shit, bro. Those are like Texas Roadhouse type rolls. Mm-hmm. Like I give y'all credit. Like best chicken's fine. Goddamn. Like hey, cause like like what? Like, cause I understand Chick-fil-A. Fuck y'all for being closed on Sunday, but yeah, like me, cause me personally, like Popeyes is Popeyes gonna be the one for me.
I fuck with Popeyes. I would definitely be okay with choking and dying from one of their biscuits. I fuck with Popeyes biscuits. I put honey on it. It's straight. I'll be cool with that. I love their biscuits. I'm not tripping. Get some water, you'll be alright.
I use them biscuits to chalk my car every time.
Y'all dramatic. It ain't that bad.
The rock hard ass.
I feel like KFC's biscuits are worse than Popeyes.
They are. Okay. It's just best biscuits still Church's.
I will give them that. I will go and get Church's biscuits.
What Gucci say? Glazed like Church's biscuits. Like shit.
You're right.
Like no, cause but I give Golden Chick a lot of credit, man. Yeah. They're like, they even got fish. They fish is good.
Damn, I ain't never had their fish.
Shout out to Corey B. Cooking.
Hey, shout out to Corey B. Cooking. Them black and chicken fries.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Shout out to Corey B. Cooking, bro. Like, I'm giving you a plug, man. Y'all, like, go see him on these. Mm-hmm. Y'all say what's up. Y'all, like, go, like, bruh. This motherfucker cooking, like two-time Food Network Award winner.
Yes, sir. He deserves all that.
He deserves all that shit.
My brother he had some black and chicken fries yesterday, and then I got home late, and I hear him do on the microwave. I said, "Motherfucker, didn't give me nothing."
Beat his ass with them fries.
Hell yeah! Like, come on, bro.
See, Corey, like your fries so good, you would beat somebody's ass.
For real.
That should be your new slogan. Hey, my food's so good, you would beat your ass.
I'm for real. Hey, you need a jingle? Hit me up.
Like, for real.
I'll do it for free. Give me 2 orders of black and chicken fries.
Yeah, real shit.
And I'll give you a jingle.
You feel me?
Fuck with Corey because
like, I do it too. Corey's the whole, like, fuck with him. Like, bro, like, shout out to him, man. Shout out to my uncle, Brick King, the food dude. Like, he does catering also. Like, there's another plug to put in for there, man. Like, he's doing a lot of catering this summer, especially 4th of July is coming up. He got you. Also... any plug you want to throw in, shout outs.
Shout out Lito Senpai, my best friend. He couldn't be here today. He was at his brother's birthday party, but yeah, that's my homie, man.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Shout out everybody that fucks with me. I fuck with y'all. It's too many to name. We'll be here for another 30 minutes.
Hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah. I
got one. Shout out Project Be Well.
That's what's up,
Shout out Project Be Well. That's
shout out to Tech, man. Like, shout out to my...
Shout out Strange Music.
Hey, Strange.
Facts.
Shout out to all you peoples out there, man. Shout out to my girl Maya. Shout out with Mothership. We're coming back with Black Fashion Week. Also, shout out to Deshae, of course, Deshae Radio. Deshae Awards coming next year, Deshae Awards 2026. Like, be sure to be there. We're gonna get it. Our nominations coming up. Like, don't fuck around. We're gonna be real.
Don't get in y'all's feelings, bro.
Please don't.
Put the egos to the side.
Hey, man, that's why I've been... Dude.
Real shit. And, hey, I'm going to say one last thing. All this little fighting and bickering and we doing in the fucking scene right now.
Say it.
If y'all don't hug it out, Auntie Venom coming for all of y'all.
Hug that shit
I love y'all so much. We got to put it together, bro. We got to get it together. Or at least get along. It took a lot of work to get the unity that we had. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to that and realize that all of this is for a purpose. And I know it's getting hot outside. I know people getting irritated, but we really need to just take a break from each other and come back and regroup and have conversations. Don't let your ego get in the way and ruin everything that we built, because what we have was beautiful. We can't lose sight of that.
Real shit. Thunder the fuck up.
Hey, real shit.